Okay, here I've got the bearing carriers now attached. You see the drive shaft coming through. The bearings were already pressed into the bearing carrier. I've torqued down the bolts. There was a bit of confusion about the size of the bolts. I decided to go with my friend Alex's recommendation that I use 10 by 45 millimeter hex bolts here, like he did on his car. I just didn't have instructions for this. It suggested that I use 10 by 30 millimeter dome head, but they didn't protrude far enough into the hub, so I was a bit skeptical about that. And I had 6 of them and I needed 8. So this is what I've done. So the rear end is, other than the hub and the disc, is just about complete. Here we have the rear suspension of the MK completed. Let's go and have a look at it. Starting from the outside, you can see we've got the disc, the caliper, we've got the handbrake cable going into the caliper. What we don't have yet is the brake line going into the caliper. I need a small little male-to-male adapter to get that fitted. We've got the disc, we've got the pads in, we've got the locking nut on, and if we look behind here, we can see we've got the aluminium hub and the drive shaft coming in from the differential. So the whole drive of the car going from the differential to the hubs is now completed. The suspension itself consists of 2 A-arms. The top A-arm has 2 bushes here. These are hard rubber bushes. And at the bottom here, it's also an A-arm, a stronger one with a rubber bush on this side. However, on the other side, we have a rose joint, and that gives us the ability to change the toe of the suspension. The camber, the rear camber, can be adjusted with this rose joint up here. We have a Protec damper here, which sits on from the bottom A-arm to the chassis up the top here. So that's all looking pretty smart. Inside the car, we can see that we've put in the handbrake, and we've got the actual cable adjustment going in. The cable needed to be shortened because it is a standard Ford Sierra cable. So we shortened the cable, and we've got it running around through the back to the caliper itself. This will need to be tied down out of the way, but I'll do that once I've got everything, all the other lines and cables in the car. Back here we have room for the fuel tank. That needs to be done relatively soon. I'm now putting on the front suspension rockers. You can see here, this is a little bearing surface that is put onto the shaft. There is a great video from MK on how to do this. But basically, we want to make this as a tight fit so that it doesn't rotate on the shaft, and the bearing will rotate around it. Now I just need to put one on the other side, and we're done. I decided to install the front suspension. You can see the lower and upper wishbones are now connected, and we've got the billet upright. The hub hasn't been attached yet. I'm missing some bolts from there. I've got the steering rack in, as you can see there, and the wing stays attached to the upright there. Coming around here, we can see we've got the inboard suspension, the shocks, and you can see the rockers here that were installed with bearings. And coming off, we're going to the other side where we see that it's identical. So this was quite a bit of work, but it all came together quite nicely. It needed a little bit of finagling. The steering rack was a bit tight. I still managed to get the bushes in with a little bit of trimming, and this one worked in fine. Here's the completed front suspension, this time with the hubs and the brakes installed. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got the brakes. We can see the wheelwood 4-pot calipers, the disc. In here you see the aluminium hub with the bearings inside. That is on the spindles, and we've got the actual faceplate for the wheel to go on. The yellow tape on the calipers is just to remind me that those bolts still haven't been torqued up, none of the bolts have been torqued up except for the ones inside on the hub. Obviously, this is a test fit. Stuff may come off again when I put the panels on to make space for various bits and pieces, but I just wanted to make sure that everything fitted, that I had all the bolts. So this completes the front and rear suspension.